Good morning, all of you. Today, I'm discuss about qualitative research methods. This is second bullet point of first unit. I'll try to give some important aspects, important points, conceptual idea on this research methods, qualitative research methods. Now I'm directly go to my presentation. I will present my presentation. Yes, this is qualitative research methods. In this picture, you are seeing different types of research methods we are discussed in this presentation. It will take around 25 to 30 minutes. I will little bit fastly. I will discuss all these methods as a case study, record keeping, process of observation, ethnographic research, focus groups, one-to-one interviews. These are all some important qualitative research methods, and I'm taking into consideration from our syllabus also. Even some more things also I'm added in this presentation. So then, what is qualitative research? What does it mean? We're already discussed about quantitative research, and this is related to qualitative research. So qualitative research defined as a market research means it's opportunities. Method that focus on obtaining data through open-ended and conversational communication. Open-ended means you can give a questionnaire or anything and we are collecting the data, and second one is conversation. We go face to face, or we are going and collect the first-hand experience with these methods, and we can analyze the data and conclude our results, and we can apply in our day-to-day whatever activities or whatever field we can apply. This method is not only about what people think about why, also why, not only for what they think, but also why they are think so. For example, I will take this presentation always it's related to day-to-day activities. I will touch with the educational aspects also. We can adapt, or we can think in our lines also. But I will take a simple examples of day-to-day market activities or day-to-day activities. I will take examples for this presentation. For example, consider a convenience store looking at improve its partners, means partners. Okay, a systematic observation concludes that the number of monies in this institution, or maybe a store, are coming and visiting more. One good method is to determine why women are not visiting the store is to conduct an in-depth interview of potential customers in the category. So the shop owner try to conduct a survey or in-depth interview with the customers. The example is we are continue on successfully interviewing a female customer visiting the nearby stores and malls and selecting them through random sampling. It was known as the store does not have enough item for women, and so there were few women visiting the store, which was understand only by personally interacting with them and understanding why they didn't visit the store, because there are more male products than female one. So in that store, more male products compared with female products. So very few of them is visiting. So this is a qualitative, that is a one-to-one or face-to-face interaction, or communication with the customer communication. We can find out. And qualitative research is based on the discipline of social sciences like psychology, sociology, and anthropology, and even education is as well. Therefore, the qualitative research methods allow for in-depth and further probing and questioning for respondents based on their responses. Where the interviews, a researcher also try to understand their motivation and feelings, and also understanding how your audience take decisions can help drive conclusions in the market research. Market means we already discussed, it's opportunity in the market, because now everything is a market economy, and education is also part of market economy. So market means it's a servicing economy, it's a services. So that's why I will consider as it's also a market research. And types of qualitative research methods with examples. So what are the qualitative methods? A qualitative research methods are designed in a manner that help reveal the behavior and pattern of the target audience with reference to a particular topic. A reference to a particular topic. There are different types of qualitative research methods like an in-depth interview, focus groups, ethnographic research, content analysis, case studies, research that are usually used. The results of the qualitative methods are more descriptive, and the inferences can be drawn quite easily from the data that is obtained. Whatever we are collecting the data, we are easily obtained and analyze the data also. Qualitative research methods obtained in the social and behavioral sciences. The qualitative research methods are originated in the social and behavioral sciences. Today our world are more complicated, and it is difficult to understand what people think and perceive. Online qualitative research methods make it easier to understand, that as it is more communicative and descriptive. Nowadays, even the more communicative online methods is also used in this method. The following are the qualitative research methods that are frequently used also. Read out the qualitative research examples. The first one is one-to-one interview. One-to-one means one-to-one. Conducting an in-depth interviews is one of the most common qualitative research methods. It's a personal interview that is carried out with one respondent at a time. One-to-one means one respondent at a time. This is purely a conventional method and invites opportunities to get details in depth from respondents. One of the disadvantages of method provides a great opportunity to great research data about what people believes and what their motives are. If the researcher is well experienced, asking the right questions can help him or her collect meaningful data. When the researcher is asking a meaningful questions, then he will get a very good and meaningful data. If they should need more information, the researchers should ask such follow-up questions that will help them collect from more information. If the researcher is more, you can ask, he is very clear and he is asked more follow-up questions. Follow-up means it's continue questions, and he will get more and more information. These interviews can be performed face-to-face or a phone, or usually can least between half an hour or 2 hours or even more. When the in-depth interview is conducted face-to-face, it will give better opportunity to read the body language of the respondents and match the responses. So when we are take much more time and much more face-to-face or one-to-one interview, we can get a lot of information, not only with the body language, with their behavior, with their instincts, whatnot. Many things you can get the a real-time data. It's a first-hand data and data for our research. This is one-to-one interview method. And second one is focus group. A focus group is also a one of the commonly used qualitative research method used in the data collection. The first one is one-to-one. This is a group, means more than one. A focus group usually include a limited number of respondents. That is, I'm here using 6 to 10 or more than one from within the your targeted market or your targeted audience. The main aim of the focus group is to answer the why, what, and how questions. One advantage of the focus group is you don't necessarily need to interact with the group in person. We are not interact with the person. We are interact with the a group with the one or two persons. Nowadays, focus groups can be sent an online survey on various devices, and responses can be collected at the click of a button. Nowadays, so the same question we are collect the responses. In many reality shows, this is happened. They can send their responses at a time in the audience, the same audience. These focus groups are an expensive method as compared to their online qualitative research methods. Typically, they are used to explain complex process. When we are, this is a little bit expensive, and all respondents we are gathered one place or at a time. All are free and attend your research questions. It will be a little bit difficult, but it's a good one. This method is also very useful when it comes to market research on new products and testing a new concepts. So new products, even in the education, new courses especially, and testing and a new syllabus and all. So the focus groups are very, very important. So this is a second method is called focus group. The third one is ethnographic. Ethnographic research is a most in-depth and observational method that studies people in their naturally occurred environment. So it's related to ethnographic, means it's a local, means it's related to a geographical location, particular geographical location. You don't think only a tribal or any particular geographical location. Within the environment, we can study various aspects and various factors. This method requires the research to adapt the targeted audience environments, which could be anywhere from any organization to a city or a remote location. We're already discussed, not only a city or any remote location, or any countryside also. Here, geographical constraints can be an issue while collecting the data. So this is very important. So geographical locations are very much taken into consideration. For this is a big constraint for collect the data, even sometimes in tribal areas, hilly areas, or maybe in the coastal areas, and some remote locations. This research design aim to understand the cultures, challenges, motivations, and setting their occur. This method we are using mainly for culture, challenge, motivations, and settings that occur. Instead of relying on interview and discussion, you experience the natural setting and first-hand information. So this is compared with other two methods. This is a very, very good method for good method in a natural setting for collect the data on culture, challenge, motivation, and setting, because it's a natural. We go and collect the information. It's a first-hand information. This type of research method can be last from a few days to a few years. These ethnographic research is not for a time limit. It will take sometimes it will take years together, because all anthropological studies are sometimes it take years together. A few years as it is involves in-depth observation and collecting data on these grounds. It is a challenging and time constraining method, and solely depends on the expertise of a researcher to be able to analyze, observe, and infer the data. So the consuming method and slowly depends on the expertise of the researcher. This method, the researcher also need some more good qualities and good idea on ethnographic research, unless it will and even analyzing also, even observing, and what type of data is collecting from the environment, from the people, from the targeted audience also. So these are all little bit difficult, but this is one of the method in qualitative research. The third one is ethnographic research, and next one is case study. Case study method is evolved over the past few years and developed into a valuable QL research method. As the name suggests, it's used for explaining as an organization or an entity. This is for organization or an entity. You use it as an organization or entity for a case study, even a person also. This type of research method is used within a number of areas like education, social sciences, and similar. This method may look different to operate. However, it is one of these simplest way of the conducting research, as it is involves in a deep dive and through understanding of the data collection methods and interfering the data. So this is about case studies. Case studies method is evolved the past few years development in the valuable equal research method, and this is for institutions or even a person also. This is also one of the important method for in qualitative research. And fifth one is record keeping. This method makes use of the already existing reliable documents, means already recorded, already available the data, reliable documents on similar sources of information as the data sources. This data can be used in new research. This is similar to going to a library. It's nothing but similar to going to a library and collect the information. These are all one can be go over books and other reference material to collect relevant data that can be likely to be used in this research method. So the record keeping, already many institutions have their data in their institutional records. This is also useful for the qualitative as a qualitative data, and we can use this data for our qualitative research also, and it's easy to analyze, and this is also a first-hand information for our research, or our means those who are adapting this research methods. And sixth one is process of observation. This is another important, and it's a very valid. We are called as, it's also a observation method is, this is first hand and eyewitness method, because the researcher is eyewitness for the events and he collect the data, he see and collect the first hand information. Okay, so that's why it's very important data for qualitative research. Qualitative observation is a process of research that uses subject methodologies to gather systematic information or data. It's a systematic information or a data is collecting from the respondents, whatever is own observation. Since the focus on qualitative observation is the research process of using subjective methodologies to gather information or data. In this research process, using subjective methodologies to gather information or data, qualitative observation is primarily used to equate quality differences. Why we are observing? We are observing and differentiate what kind of information we want. It's not depend upon the secondary sources. We are directly involved, and what is what and what kind of data we want, we can collect. The subjective matter we can collect. A qualitative observation deals with the 5 major sensory organs. So that's why it's eyewitness. I'm already told you it's this observation method is a sensory organs and their functions: sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing. This does not involve measurements or numbers, but instead characters. It's not involve any numbers, only the the data from, we are collecting the data from the 5 sense organs, and we are measure their characteristics, their behaviors and all. So that's why this is also very important method for observation. So this is a very important observation in school, children's behavior or anyone's behavior or any organization behavior. Okay, in this way we can use this method. Even and especially in medical sciences, this observation is very much needed. Very much needed. Because of observation, the doctors can diagnose the real problem, the basic problem, and they can identify where the real problem is there, and then based on that they can give their suggestions and diagnosis. And so these are all we are already discussed all these 6 different types of research methods, and what type of analysis we are using. Qualitative data collection allows collecting the data that is non-numeric and non-numeric. Qualitative research methods or qualitative research, it allows only non-numeric, mainly on non-numeric. Numeric means in the quantitative data only, and helps to explore how decisions are made and provide us with detailed insight. In a detailed insight, we are not using any numbers, but we are not analyzing, we are not using any mathematical or statistical formulas, but we are using a basic data, and you can analyze the detailed insights for reaching such conditions that data that collected should be holistic, rich, and nuanced, and findings are emerging through careful analysis. The analysis is also very careful, and we are come up with a authenticated outcomes and results also. Wherever method is a researcher choose from collecting qualitative data, means wherever any method, we are already discussed six methods, and many methods are there. If anybody, they can adapt it for their research. When a suspect is very clear, the process will generate a large amount of data. In addition to the variety of methods available, there are also different methods of collecting and recording the data. We already discussed. We are adapt any different kinds of methods in qualitative data and recording the data also. For example, if the qualitative data is collected through focus groups or one-to-one discussions, there will be handwritten notes or video recorded tapes. If there are recording, they should transcribed, and before the process of data analysis can begin. We're also based on even one-to-one or focus groups, or even anything, even any qualitative data. We can use the technology nowadays, even videographic or audiographic, or both, or any other kinds of, even nowadays, even GPS and other many technologies are also available for qualitative research. We're also taking into consideration and analyze the data also. Often an interview which can be generate through 20 to 30 pages of dialogues. Many researchers also like to maintain separate folders to maintain the recording collected from the different focus groups. This helps them compensate the data collection. We are in a systematic manner, whatever the data, even from individual face-to-face or even a focus groups, we are collect the data and make it in a different folders or different files, and we are all at a time we can analyze the data in a proper manner. In case there are running notes taken, when are also known as a field notes. Running notes. When we visited a place, like even the cultures, maybe the best example is what is that? Ethnographic research. We go and collect the data. When we are everywhere and every time we can note down all the details. This is called running notes or field notes. They are helpful in maintaining comments, environmental context, non-verbal clues, etc. These field notes are helpful and can be compared while transcribing audio recording data also. Such notes are usually informal but should be screwed in a similar manner as the video recordings or the audio tapes. Similar manner as the video recordings or the audio tapes. When we are recording, when we are using for collecting the data with the help of even audio or video, even at the same time in a voiceover in the back end, we are give our voice and give our comments, and afterwards, after the data collection is over, then we can analyze the data. So it's nothing but in a video commentary or a cricket commentary. In the ground, the cricket is playing the players, but the voiceover means the commentator give the comments. So the effectively we can analyze the data even afterwards also, not only at the same time, and collect the data even after any time or any sometime when we are compare the data or analyze the data. It will very much helpful to the researcher and for the research also. And what kind of qualitative data analysis methods we are using? Qualitative data analysis such as notes, video, audio recordings, images, even images also, and text documents. One of the most used methods are qualitative data analysis is text analysis. What are the analysis is? The text analysis. The text analysis is a data analysis method that is distinctly different from all other qualitative research methods, where researchers analyze the social life of the participants in the research study and decode the words, actions, etc. In this qualitative data analysis, the text analysis is very important, and we're already discussed. There are images also that are used in this research study, and the researchers always the context in which the images are used and drawn inferences from them in the last decade. Text analysis through what is shared on social media platforms has gained supreme popularity. So this is very one of the very important data analysis method in this qualitative analysis. And after all this, we've already discussed many things, even methods, analytical methods and analysis. And now we are drawn the characteristics of qualitative research methods. So what are the qualitative research methods? Here, the important 5 one now we will discuss. Now we will discuss. Qualitative research methods usually collect the data and at this site, where the participants are experiencing issues or problems. The participants are experiencing the issues and participants, and the data collection is at the site. At the site means that place only, not anywhere. Not anywhere. There are real-time data and really bring the participants out of the geographic locations to collect the information. It's a real-time data and the participants out of the geographic locations to collect information. The qualitative research typically generate multiple forms of data such as interviews, observations, and documents rather than rely on single data sources also. Okay. And this type of research method works towards solving complex issues by breaking down into meaningful inferences. The qualitative data research, it helps the main use of it, main character and main use is this type of research method works towards solving complex issues. Solving complex issues by breakdown into meaningful inferences. So that is easily reliable and understand by all. So that's why, because we are giving the analysis report or the final outcomes, we are giving in a textual manner, in a textual information, and clearly we can give the descriptions, so everybody can understand the problems, and how we are also come conclusions to solve the problem and find the solutions also. And since it's a more communicative method, so since a more communicative method, people can build their trust on their researcher. This is a method people can build their trust on the researcher and the information. This obtained is the raw and unaltered. This is not, we are not alter, we are not collect the information in the first hand. For example, the first face-to-face interaction, whatever they can say based on their experiences, we can analyze. We are not any alters. We are not alter. Maybe he's a famous personality, a popular personality, a common man. We are not doing anything. Based on their actual real information, we are come to our conclusions and try to solve the problems. And quantitative research method as a case study, we're already discussed. When to use qualitative research? When to use qualitative research? Researchers make use of qualitative research techniques when they need to capture accurate, in-depth insights. It is very useful to capture faithful data. Here are some examples of when used to qualitative research. When we are using, now I will give in a point-wise, I will discuss. Developing a new product. Here in the education, new product means a new course or new syllabus, okay, or a new program, or generating an idea. At that time, we are go for this research method. Studying your product or brand. If you want to study a product or brand or a service to strengthen your marketing strategy. For example, any university, any institution or any school, we try to improve our system or strengthen our system. We can adapt this method or this research method. Okay, to understand your strengths and weaknesses. With this method, you can understand the strengths and weaknesses of a particular area or problem, or even the researchers understand their strengths and weaknesses. Understand purchase behavior. Purchase means here how to get these services. How to get these services. That services are we are having that much of capacity or not, or there are not. So in this way we can use this method to study the reactions of your audience to marketing campaigns and their communications. They study the reactions of your audience. So with this method we can study the reactions of our, even in the education system, our students, teachers and administrators ideas, and how to communicate them. What are their reactions and opinions? We are also easily collect, and we are trying to minimize the problems and solve the problems and to improve the system also. Exploring the market demographics. So I'm using every time is market means nowadays I'm already give my idea is market means nowadays it's everything is market, means market economy is opportunities. So that is demographics, segments and customer groups. Customer means here our students, their views and everything. We can collect their opinion directly with from their even bottom of their heart also. Sometimes, not sometimes, it's almost we respect their ideas also. So based on that we can explore our markets, explore our students, explore our institution brand image also even. So these are all only with the help of qualitative research we can get all this information. Gathering perception data of the brand, company, product. I'm already discussed with you. with this qualitative research method. So that's why many corporates, they're simply depend upon this qualitative research method. So that's why they are sending their people to door to door collect the information, that is face to face, or sometimes in a focused group, or they go and they're every year they're conducting their case studies, institutional wise, department wise, everywhere. So this is a common uh, commonly they are using this, adapting these methods, adapting their these methods in their systems. So this is about qualitative research methods. Maybe you're all understand what is qualitative research methods, what are the different kinds of qualitative research methods, what are the characteristics where we are used, and how to adapt our day-to-day research activities or day-to-day lives also, day-to-day activities also. So thank you very much. Give me your feedback. Thank you. I hope you are enjoy this presentation and my lecture also. You have I'm invite your queries and feedback from you. Thank you very much. I will come up with a new topic in the next session. Thank you.